Do you want to train your dog to do doggy push-ups? Then this video is for you. It's all about doggy push-ups. Coming up. Hi, I'm Geraldine from Finn and Paddy & Co. Dog Training, giving you weekly dog training tips, helping dog owners so that less dogs end up in shelters. And this is my dog Paddy, and today I'm going to start teaching him doggy push-ups. What are doggy push-ups? Well, basically it's going from a stand position to a sit position, then to a down, and then back up and repeat. Doggy push-ups are very good because it covers dog training basics and all your dog basic position, and you're going to be able to test really your dog listening skills and improve the bond with your dog as well. Now the first thing I'm going to do is actually to lure Paddy in a different position, and luring is basically using a treat to actually get your dog in the position that you want. Down, down, down. And up, up, yes. Now down, and up, yes. Down, down, and up, yes. Sit, down, down, down. Yes, and now up, up, yes, good boy, yes. Doggy push-up, yes. You're getting good, aren't you? Down, and now up, yes. Well done. Down, 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 Paddy, down, sit, down, yes. And up, yes, well done, yes, yes, you're a good boy, you're so smart, aren't you? You are. Down, 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 Paddy, down, down, and up, yes, well done, yes, well done. Now, sit, now down, down. Go on, down, down, no, down, down, no, down, down, and up, yes, again, down, go on, you know the drill, go on, down, Paddy, down, yes, and up, 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 yes, push up, well done, now, you know the drill, down, push up, go on, push up, and up, yay, well done. Push up, push up, push up, Paddy, push up, push up, push up, push up, push up, go on, you know the drill, I know you do, go on, push up, Paddy, go on, and down, yes, and then up, push up, yes, yes, push up, yes. This is week 2 of our doggy push-ups challenge. Last week I started teaching Paddy how to do push-ups, and we covered the first step. So what I did last week is that I practiced 5 minutes every day with Paddy, the step that we covered last week. Paddy now start to understand the push-up command, and is actually getting quicker from sit to a down and then back up. So now today I want to speed things up a bit more, so we'll see how we get on. Are you ready, Paddy? Let's go. Down, down, and up, and down, and up, yes, down, and up, and down, down, and up, yes, down, and up, yes, down, push up. And up. Yes. Push up. Well done. And again, push up. Push up. Ready? Push up. Go on. Push up. Go on. Push up. Go on. Push up. And up. Yes. Very good. So what I'm going to do now, make it a bit easier for him because he's a bit frustrated, is go back to learn. Down. And up. Yes. And down. And up. Yes. And he's really nailing those, so that's why I'm really setting him up for success, so that he doesn't get frustrated. Down. And up. Yes. And rewarding him more. Down. And up. Yes. Now, push up. Push up. Push up. Ready? Push up. Yes, you good boy. Well done. Well done. And as I said, a lot of praise as well, because Paddy loves praise anyway, but it's very important as well for your dog, and to be able to actually phase out treat is actually praise him, especially if your dogs like it, like this guy, he loves it. I think he likes praise more than food, probably equally anyway, that's for sure, as you can see. So that's very important, to praise your dog as well. I'm ready. Push up. Push up. Go on. Push up. Nah. That's jumping and you know it. Push up. Come on, Paddy. Push up. Go on. Push up. Paddy. Push up. Yes. Very good. Paddy. That's how you know that your dog is heading off. No. If you start doing stupid things, or just walking around in circles, or panting as well. Come on, do one more and then we'll say bye. Go on, Paddy, push up. And up, up. Yes, you're very good. Yes, well done. Okay, we will stop here. Now Paddy is quite tired, so I'm gonna let him have a nap. It's actually very important when you're training your dog, not only to make a small session like 5-minute stops dog training session, but after it to actually let them nap and actually digest what they do. Because if you actually put them in your garden or play with them straight after the training session, the information that they just learn doesn't have the time to sink in. So it's actually better to just let them have a rest. So what I'm going to do with him this week is actually practice more and more every day. 5 minutes every day is very important to repeat and be consistent and have dog training session every day when you're teaching your dog new things, so that they really have the time to think about it and the information really sinks in. And hopefully next week we will start taking it to the ground. What I mean by that is that I'm actually going to start giving the commands to Paddy from the ground, which is very unusual, so we will see how that goes. This is week 3 of our doggy push-up challenge. 2 weeks ago I started teaching Paddy how to do push-ups. So what we did during the week is we actually started to take it to the ground, and we're gonna practice this more today. Push-up and up and again, push-up and up and again, push-up and up. Yes, super job, super job, well done. Now I'm going to take it to the ground. What I mean by that is that I'm going to sit on the floor and ask Paddy, sitting on the floor, to do the push-up, which is quite unusual because usually you're standing up when you give commands to your dog. So we'll see how that goes. Push-up and up. Yes, well done, well done. I go slowly first. I sit. No. I sit and then reward him every time first. Push up and up and up. Yes, well done. Well done, cutie pie. And again. Push up. Paddy. 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 Push up. Go on. I know you know. Go on. Paddy. Push up. And up. Yes. Well done. Very good. You're very good, aren't you? Yes, you are. Yes, you are. A lot of praise always. Paddy loves praise, so I'm always praising him a lot as well. You're good boy, aren't you? Yes, you are. Okay, now gonna do it from a stop it, Paddy. I'm lying down, trying to do a push-up. Let's see how that goes. As close to the push-up position as possible, because the goal is really to be able to do a push-up with your dog doing one. Okay, let's go, Paddy. Push-up. Paddy. Paddy. Push-up. Push-up. Push-up one. Go on. Paddy. Paddy. Yes, and up. Go up. Yes, that's good. That's very good. That was good. That's a start. Yes. Well done, cutie pie. And again. Paddy. Paddy. Me. Push up. Do a push up with me, Paddy. Yes. And up. Yes. Well done. Well done. That's very good. I'm actually impressed that he's not too bothered of me lying down. Let's go again. We'll try to make 2, yeah? Come on, Paddy. Position. You ready? Paddy. Push up. And up. And then again. And again. And again. Push up. Paddy. Push up. Okay, that didn't really work. Come on. Push up. Paddy. Yes. And up. And up. Up, 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 up. Up, up, up. Look at me. Yes. And then again. Down. Paddy. Push up. Paddy. Push up. Yes. And up. Up, up, up. Up, up, up. Up, up, up. Yes. So what I'm going to do now with him is practice this from the ground, doing a push-up and making him do a push-up 1 and then 2 and then 3. And hopefully by next week, we will be able to do a few push-ups together. Isn't that right, Paddy? This is week 4 of our doggy push-ups challenge. Hopefully today we will be able to do at least a few push-ups together. Get there, because this is the last week. Are you ready, Paddy, to show what you can do? Let's go. Down and up and down and up and down and up. Yes. Down and up. And down, go on, down, and up, and down, yes, and up, and down, and up, yes, well done, well done, well done, cutie pie, well done. So it wasn't easy, but we made it. We managed to do a few push-ups together. Obviously, this is not perfect yet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep practicing this with Paddy regularly so he doesn't forget about it. What I really wanted to do, I know that this challenge for 4 weeks was quite long. And that's why I'm not going to do another week, because now we are there. But I really wanted to show you the progress that you actually make week by week. I hope you enjoyed the challenge with us. I'm not sure what we're gonna do next week. If you're struggling with anything, let me know in the comments and I will make a video about it. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss our next video. And until then, have a nice week. Bye.